Hello and welcome to a Path of Exile 2 video. In this video I just basically want to go over like what my plans are for patch 0.4 and what I'm leaning towards because there's a lot of options. I just got done watching uh this video and it's looking like there's a lot more options for shapeshifting than just the druid. And the druid isn't even looking that strong. We haven't even got a full we haven't even got a reveal yet of the actual. They said those photos were outdated. Some of the photos are outdated for the shaman and the oracle. The photos are outdated and subject to change. So I mean, first off, I'll just go over like what my plan is, and then go over some of the other plans that I might pivot towards. So if we look here, I've mapped the tree out. Because I can't start here, I just put Smith of Katava Warrior for now. So really this is a level 89 character. This would be an in-game setup. I don't have any weapons, so there is no damage scaling. Can't see the damage scaling. But if we look, they said that the if we look here, I'm planning on going shapeshifting wolf. So some of the tags here are AoE, melee, strike, cold, AoE, melee, attack, AoE, melee, cold, duration. So my thinking is if we can have a builder skill that freezes the enemy and a payoff skill, you know, that shatters, I kind of want to go Herald of Ice, Lunar Blessing, and I want to scale Rage. So I'm gonna go full stop Druid. That's my plan. I'm gonna go Shaman, Druid, and get those Rage nodes, and just have my mana regeneration be, because they said the mana regeneration will affect the rage regeneration in one of the things. So if that stands, that's looking like a good option. So I mapped out a tree here, and basically what I've gone for is a little AoE at first. Of course, this is subject to change. It's going to be completely different. This from I'm anticipating from here to here is going to be, the start of the tree is going to be completely different once we get the tree release, the updated tree. But I'm going for some AoE here, going for some aura effect here. Aura skills have increased magnitude, and then we're going for jewel socket. So we're going for jewel socket here. Then right here, if you type in attack, these are the only nodes. Can't spell attack. These are the only nodes here really for attack. The rest is minion stuff and then lightning. So what I've done here is I'm taking all these nodes for attack because those are the only ones we can get. So if we pass through here in the beginning, whatever this looks like doesn't really matter. We just get through here, get to this jewel socket, and then get to here. There might be some better options early on for us. We'll take those. But if we can get this over here, because every node here is good. We got increased attack damage, increased attack damage, increased attack damage. That's 30 plus 25. So 55, 55, 55. That's a lot of attack damage. So we're going for here. I got some mana regeneration. Arcane Surge tech here that might work with the Rage. I'm not sure. And then for my in-game setup, I was gonna go CI Energy Shield. So it's what I have here with the gearing, which is modest. We're at like 7,828 Energy Shield. I think that's pretty good. I think that's a good starting point, especially for getting into early maps, being maybe... I mean, this is all subject to change because I'm going to have to go off of what I pick up, but later on after once Chaos Res becomes an issue in maps or whatever, then we'll probably swap over to Energy Shield gear. So I've taken Energy Shield nodes on the tree. And then I've also, and I don't know how Arcane of the Blizzard will be, but gain Ice Archon when your Energy Shield recharge begins. So we are going to be Energy Shield based. So eventually taking this might be advantageous to us. And I was thinking, you know, we go Glaciation, Endless Blizzard, Inescapable Cold. Also, these nodes over here are very strong. Heavy Frost, Thin Ice, and the rest is just crit nodes, basically. Increased freeze build up here. So that we would just be permanently freezing the bosses, freezing the packs, and then shattering them. That's my goal. That's my plan. And then just taking crit wherever we can, scaling crit chance and crit multiplier. Because when you type in attack, this is the issue with the wolf and starting druid. Like there's no attack nodes on this whole, like, there's nothing here. This is minion stuff. Increase attack and cast speed with elemental skills. But, like, I mean, come on. This is 3%. If you sub in a totem recently, we're not, you know. Like, if you're going to go spell totem, Wolverine or Dragon, whatever you want to call it, spell totem, I think Pathfinder would be huge. Even Amazon. Because you have all, this is a good starting point. This is probably, in some people's opinion, this is the best starting point in the tree. But, even Monk, like, after watching this video, I'm still sticking to my guns. I'm gonna go, Druid. I'm gonna go Werewolf. I'm gonna go Shaman. And see if I like it. See if, get through, like, Act 1. Maybe Act 2. See how I like it. See if it's working, if it's synergizing well, with what I have planned here. But if not, something to pivot towards, something I was thinking is I would just go Smith of Katava. I would go Warrior Bear. Over on this side of the tree. You have a lot of you have a lot to work with over here, with fire, with you'll have armor. Ellie taking his or armor taking his Ellie or whatever. I was thinking Smith of Katava or Titan for Bear. Witch Hunter is very powerful. Like, don't sleep on Witch Hunter. Witch Hunter is very powerful because all these 100 passive skill points become weapon set skill points. If you took this and then you wanted to use the spell totem with the Wyvern or with the dragon or whatever, I could see that um being good. But like, this is the thing. I'm gonna go Druid, Werewolf, Shaman, and that I'm gonna stick to that. If I don't like it, I'm gonna pivot out of it. And if I go to Warrior, I'm not gonna even mess with the shapeshifting skills. I'm gonna be shield wall warrior. Or I'm gonna be crossbow. I'm gonna level crossbow mercenary. So those are the things I'm pivoting towards. I'm gonna pivot towards either warrior, shield wall, or or level with crossbows. And then in the end game, this build, this witch hunter build would be good for the Wyvern or the dragon or whatever. And then this build, Katava, got buffed. It's looking really nice actually. If there was a righteous fire, I would probably take Smith of Katava. Um, but hulking form and the increased effect of small passive skills is really powerful. So I would go Smith of Katava like some other I've heard some other people suggest. Do shield wall, Smith of Katava, and then later I would uh I would spec into hulking form into Titan and do bear. So I just wanted to get everybody's thoughts on what they're gonna play, what their plans are. If you have any, please down in the comments just say what your plans are. I got this tree mapped out here. There's just no attack. This is it's the only spot right here, and it's actually they're actually named shapeshifting. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else we get. Cause I don't know if I would go with with what is it called? The Oracle. The Oracle seems really good for minions. So I think the Druid's gonna be a strong class for minions. I think we're gonna see a lot of iterations um where people click Druid and it's strong for minions because the way the tree is gonna change, and just like the little bit that they teased of the minion node or whatever with the increased efficiency, reservation efficiency. I think that's really powerful, but I don't really want to play minions. If I did, I would go. I wouldn't even probably shapeshift. I would do what I did before, which was like Duke Nukem, detonate, dead. Um, uh, where you have a bunch of brutes and they're all on fire, burning, and they blow up periodically, and then you have cleric or whatever it's called healing them, and then when you get near a pack, you hit DD, detonate dead, and then your whole mob explodes on that pack, and then is instantly revived. Um, I would do that for Oracle. That's a good. I think that would be a good ascendancy, a good little combo setup. But just going over, I wish we had more information. Just from the video here, like you're slashing them, they're freezing. your pounce on them to mark them. It's gonna be, it might be a similar, it's gonna be maybe like a similar setup to like Bone Shatter, where you're stunning and then using Bone Shatter. I think I would pounce in, mark them, and then pounce out with the cross slash. Consume that mark or whatever. Ice fragments will be pulled into the location where the gouges cross and explode immediately. This skill can be used while using other skills to interrupt them. So, pounce, cross slash. Pounce, cross slash. Generate rage. Lunar Blessing will probably be trying to have that up all the time. The cooldown time is 10 seconds. Buff duration is 5 seconds plus 0.2 seconds per rage spent. With the ascendancy as it stands now, we would be generating rage not degenerating rage. Our mana regeneration would count as rage. And then I think I would take this the shaman channels nature's fury, harnessing rage to empower his spells, becoming a walking natural disaster, raining down meteors, lightning, and ice. That's the see if I can see changes to the character balance. It's like walking calamity or some shit. But yeah, shield wall looks really powerful. Got buffed. Witch Hunter is very powerful. Pathfinder all around with the Adorn setup is gonna be probably in-game meta. But yeah, my plan is to go werewolf. Now I don't see a lot of spell tags on werewolf. No. This is melee splitting, this is channeling. Not seeing channeling. Not seeing spell tags. That's the thing, is I'm not seeing spell tags. So it becomes very difficult to scale. I mean, with your weapon swap passive points, your 24 points that you get, I mean, you can make a little dent in it, but if you're trying to run spells, if you're trying to be a hybrid spellcaster and take on the shapeshifting or whatever, I think Witch Hunter would be the best for that. And that's also what I was just watching.
Now, the other ascendancy that I want to mention here for its potential with shapeshifting is the Witch. I do want to say that I'm not a big believer in a hybrid spell and attack build. I'm just not convinced that there's enough support available for this type of build where your damage output is roughly split evenly between the two. Instead, it's much more likely that one or the other ends up being the large majority of your damage. But regardless, if a hybrid spell and attack build is something that you want to achieve, then the Witch Hunter's Weapon Master must be considered here. In 0.3, this notable was buffed big time, so that it just transforms all of your passive skill points into weapon set passives.
And that would allow you to be a hybrid spellcaster and shapeshifter. So I'm actually, after watching this video, I'm still gonna stick to my guns and go druid, shaman, wolf, but it's kind of got, I'm keeping it in fresh in my head that I might pivot to either Smith of Katava into Titan, or Witch Hunter. So those are my second and my third um options. So there's just not a lot of attack, but there's also not a lot of cult. Like, that's the other thing. Like, if you're gonna be a werewolf, the best classes for werewolf would probably be, I don't know. It's hard to say because a lot of the cold stuff is over here. A lot of cold right here, cold right here. Like, if we just type in cold, it's all over here. So Invoker would definitely be a good werewolf. And aside from that, Infernalist might be great as well for wolf. But I really want to play the wolf. I don't want to. The bear looks so cool. Don't get me wrong. Might pivot into it. I don't know. Bear looks really cool. But I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. And it seems like to me that a lot of people are going to go bear. But are they going to go bear on Druid? No. You know? And I really want to play. I want to play the new class. Give it a shot. So yeah, just tell me your leave a comment down below and tell me, what your plans are, what you think. Help me out. Maybe you could sway my decision. Tell me like, oh nah man, you're cooked. That tree looks like trash. And I think you should go Smith of Katava into Titan, into Bear later in game. You know? Leave a comment down below, like, subscribe. It's much appreciated. So yeah, man, this is just my thoughts on the upcoming league. We have about 4 days. 4 days until the new league. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day or night. Thank you for watching.